So when we focus our attention on the feeling state of the body, sometimes we bump into old patterns. Here's a really cool exercise. Imagine a person you know and love. Like, bring them to mind. There's an energy signature there. You probably have hundreds of thousands of data points about that person. What color their hair is, when they went to school, everything, everything, everything. When you think of them, that data is all downloaded all at once, and you have a felt sense of the person and your relationship with the person. There are so many bits of information. Your mind can't even process all of the things that you have in that felt sense of the person. What's funny about that is we have experiences too, and when we are unable to fully process an experience, we store it in the body. When we bump up against it, it's right where we left it. Now, what I've experienced is that keeping the focus of my attention on the feeling state of my body, noticing, allowing the space for it to be there, not trying to avoid it, not trying to run away from it, not wishing it was different, not trying to fix it, not trying to interpret it, not trying to figure out why it happened or what it means, but just feel it and let it be there. That the next time I bump up against that energy signature, it's a little bit different. I have a friend who has a wonderful marriage, but they got in a fight like 20 years ago about this one specific thing, and whenever that one specific thing comes back up, everything about them changes. They go right back to that fight that still hasn't been resolved. And it's not funny. What's funny is their body posture changes, their breathing changes, the way of relating changes to something that doesn't even exist anymore. They have 20 years beyond this incident that they have nurtured, and everything is moving along. But when that one trigger comes up, they go right back. So processing emotions allows you to move them from where you left it. Every time you think, it shouldn't be that way, it shouldn't have been that way, every time you want to fix, avoid, change, transform, figure out what it meant, you're keeping it where it is. Every time you let it be, and you try to bring as much equanimity as you can, even if it's just for a single breath of equanimity, it makes a difference. In the focusing process, if you pick up that book and go through their process, there is an analytical piece. And the way you know you've touched on a true nugget that you're supposed to receive from this packet is you have a felt shift in your body. I haven't done focusing officially. I was so excited to learn about it because I feel it completely is in alignment with this bodyfulness practice I've been experiencing. But I overanalyze, so I haven't really jumped into it yet. But that rings so true for me. When we experience these energy signatures and allow them to be without trying to get rid of them or fix them, anything can happen. I kind of feel like that energy structure has been encased by all the times I've tried to repress it. And when I hold it gently, sometimes it doesn't shift at all, and it comes back, and I hold it gently. Eventually, with so many of these things, at some point, they just break open, and it's a geode inside. There are crystals, there are color, there are beautiful things. So it's really worthwhile to let these things be, because the energy signature of the boulder can shift and become a gift. Almost every time it will. As a matter of fact, there is in the resources a TED Talk about allowing ourselves to run through the full spread of an emotion, and that it always has a gift at the end. That too is really worth your while, so I'll be sure to have it available for you to click through to. Was that okay?